Now we are going to understand bubble sort algorithm. Start with creating a function bubble sort, and this function is going to accept the array. So array, and this array is passed by me when I'm going to call this function, and this that array is basically an unsorted array. So that is a one parameter I pass to this function. Now to implement the sorting algorithm, definitely we need to iterate a loop, and or you can say we have to iterate the array using a loop. So I'm going to use a for loop here, and to execute this, let's first initialize a variable. I'm using I. I'm using I is equal to 0, and I is going to iterate array dot length. Okay, length length, and I is going to be incremented by 1. So this is the first loop. To this loop is going to iterate the complete array from a first index to the last index, but it is not going to implement the sorting. So to implement the sorting part, I need another loop inside this, which is going to iterate the specific section. So let me add the variable j, and whose initialization will be 0. And after this, j is going to iterate by array dot length minus I. I is the outer loop variable, and that minus 1. So I just limited it to this section here, and j is going to be plus plus here. Now my with the second loop, uh, I have in every row, every counting of the outer loop, it is going to be executed from 0 till a size of uh, outer loop I value minus 1. Basically, it is not I value. Basically, you can understand this. My in outer loop is going to iterate from I to 0 and till the length. Now, initially understand this. I is first in the first iteration it will be 0. So to understand this, you have think it like this. I am having this array in which I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is the 5 iterations are going to be happen. So initially first iteration will be with 0, and till the 5 loops it will execute the outer one, and inside the second loop it is starting with the 0. Basically it is starting from the initial index of the array, and where it will go. So in the first time it will go array length I is equal to 0 minus 1. So what it will be, so you can understand it like this. In the first iteration, j is going to execute 5 minus 0 minus 1. So what is the output? Now to understand this output, you can understand 5 minus 0 minus 1, 4. It will execute 4 times. So it will go from here 4 times. In the second time, I value will be 1, and array length will be this one. So how much? 5 minus 1 minus 1, 3. So similarly, this is how the loop is going to iterate outer and inner one. Now coming inside, To executing our swap part, I need to put some checks here. What I need to do, so to adding the checks, I'm going to use the conditional statement if condition, and inside this I'm going to add the condition which is array current j position if this is greater than arrays j plus 1. It means if my current value is greater than my next value of the index, then I'm going to write swap code here. So basically this is the swapping part. To implement the swap, we will initialize a variable let a temporary variable which is assigned with array current value of j. Okay, so this is the current value of j is assigned to the temporary value. Now I'm going to align array current j position to array j plus 1. So the j plus 1 element is going to align to the array of j value. Now array j plus 1 position value is replaced with the temp one. So this is, you can understand, initially on this part it was 6. So 6 is aligned to the temp, and this is 4. So 4 will become here, and 6 will become here from the temp. So swapping will be done over here. Using this, we will iteration will allow this code to sort the elements, and once it is sorted outside the array of my first array. So here what I will do, I will return array. So now if it is returning, so what next? This is done. This is the simplest bubble sort that we are trying to understand the core concepts. So to execute this function, execute bubble sort, I am going to call this function bubble sort, and as you know, inside the bubble sort we are going to pass the array, so data, but you can see data is not defined yet, or the array is not defined yet. So I'm defining here let array is equal to, so I can arrange the unsorted values here: 3, 16, 7, 2, 90, any number. So I align this. Now if I call this, so it will return me the result, but it is returning. So to receive the returned value, I need to assign it to result. So define the variable result, and to print out the returned value, I'm going to use console.log and put result here. Great. Now I need to execute this code. To execute it, I need to come inside the folder. Okay, now I need to, I'm using node, and the file name is, so you can see this, the output you are getting now is the sorted array 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 16, and 90. So this is all about the bubble sort. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.